I'm supposed to be dressed like a detective, but like, why is this low-key cute? I could kind of go outside like this. Could I go outside like this? I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of low-key getting overstimulated already. Can y'all just accept that I'm a detective even if I wear my trackies? Okay, thank God we are so back in business. I'm comfy. Let's get into it. I have done months of research and preparation for this video. So let me ask the group a question. How much do you care about the social narrative of fame? Who's rising? Who's fallen off? What are people wearing to the Met Gala? Maybe you have a bias in your favorite K-pop group. Maybe you're someone that's buying celebrity endorsed products. Maybe you're interested in who's dating whom. Maybe you're someone's parasocial friend. Or maybe you like seeing them on Hot Ones or SNL or late night TV. All I'm saying is, no, I don't care about celebrity culture, but in a way, I feel like I'm involved in it. We're all on the iceberg somewhere. Because y'all, let's face it, whether we like it or not, celebrity culture does genuinely influence what we like, what we want to buy, how we want to look, how we want to talk, how we dress. But I would say it's pretty hard to distinguish what a mainstream celebrity is in the big 2025. For example, I swear just 4 years ago, we saw Addison Rae walk the Met Gala and everyone was like, what the fuck are TikTokers doing on the Met Gala, including myself. But now, like next year, if you saw fucking Aisha's feed, even if you saw Addison Rae up there, you wouldn't really question it. But let me break down what a traditional mainstream celebrity is supposed to be. I would say that they're someone that is known by all generations, not just one. They're also usually known like profession first, so whether they're a actor, model, athlete, whatever, not personality first. And more importantly, their fame is like broad. They are known not just by people who are tapped into the pop culture. They are known whether you keep up with it or not. And let's be honest, y'all, how many new traditional mainstream celebrities have we seen come up since 2015? From the 1950s to the early 2000s, these types of celebrities were the main figures guiding our cultural conversations. I'm talking about people like Marilyn Monroe, Michael Jackson, Amy Winehouse, Michael Jordan. And when you think of these people, you think celebrity. So when you think about the mainstream celebrities now, who do you think of? And do you think that they hold the same presence as the people I just mentioned? And see, I know what you might say. Sara, what about the Kardashians? What about Kylie Jenner? Like, do you not think that they add to our culture? I mean, add to our culture. They are mainstream celebrities. However, I do think it's because they evolve with the times that they can stay relevant for so long. They participate in TikTok trends. They appear on popular podcasts. They have massive Instagram followings. All I'm saying is, can you think of a celebrity who can survive in the big 2025 without having a social presence? Amy Winehouse didn't need to have a social presence. Before, you would go watch a movie because you're a fan of the actor in the movie. Oh, this is a Tom Cruise movie. Oh, this is a Brad Pitt movie. But we aren't watching the new Wake Up Dead Man Knives Out for Daniel Craig, right? Unless you are, then you do you, babe. The only movie I'm really watching for a celebrity this year is probably Marty Supreme for Timothée Chalamet. And that's genuinely because he's having a generational PR marketing run. It's only because he's tapped in. So you see what I mean? There has been a shift in what a celebrity is. Like, you aren't the conversation anymore. You have to make conversation around you. So no, I'm not watching Knives Out for Daniel Craig, but let's say he went on an insane press run like Timmy Tim. Maybe I would. So is this an end of an era? Is traditional mainstream celebrity status a relic of the past? Well, my friends, this is where you're wrong. And this is where I was wrong before I started this entire journey. We actually tend to focus on the West when it comes to soft power, which means you might accidentally turn a blind eye to the fact that mainstream celebrity culture is still booming in the big 2025. So let's turn our attention to Asia real quick. I could sit here and talk about K-pop and its influence on our culture and how it's spreading its influence into the West. But instead, I'm gonna focus on an even bigger, older industry, which exemplifies everything beautiful and poisonous about fame. Bollywood. I kinda killed that. I killed that. So we asked the question, and the universe answered. Netflix invited us to the premiere of The Bads of Bollywood in Mumbai. So we are going to Bollywood, y'all. Also, just want to highlight how perfect this is. And for those who aren't tapped in, this Netflix series is actually directed by Aryan Khan, the son of Shah Rukh Khan. If y'all don't know who Shah Rukh Khan is, guys, People literally call him the king. Shah Rukh Khan is actually one of the most recognizable people on this planet, but I want to break down how famous he actually is. Firstly, he is a household name across South Asia, Middle East, Africa, UK, parts of Europe, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. This is like 1.4 billion humans. Billions, y'all. Also, over 20,000 people show up outside of Shah Rukh Khan's house on weekends or his birthday or whatever, just to see him climb up on his balcony and wave. He's actively known across all generations, not just prominent in one. And that's because he's been the main topic of conversation for the last 30 plus years. That's a generational run, y'all. And he's actually shut down cities on the release days of his films. Cities. He shut down cities. So here I was flying to Mumbai, about to meet all of Bollywood, Shah Rukh Khan and the Ambanis for a Netflix series directed by Aryan Khan, which speaks about nepotism, power struggles and the price of fame. What the fuck? So to make the most of this opportunity, our mission objective for Sara the Spy is to infiltrate Bollywood, so we can actually see if it's gonna stand the test of time or crumble like Hollywood has. Also, I low-key want to see how hard it would be to break into the industry because it is absolutely run by nepotism. So now that we're in Mumbai, our first step is gonna be to blend in. The month before we flew to India, we already started preparing for the carpet. Why? Because first of all, we did not want to have a repeat of Barbie-gate. And two, we needed to immerse ourselves in the Bollywood celebrity culture, and they take their carpets hella seriously. Obviously, Avni is our stylist and she was working relentlessly for the whole month to find our looks. Meanwhile, I gave myself a Bollywood glow up. Janhvi Kapoor has long, luscious, healthy hair, so I got myself long Indian hair extensions. Ananya Pandey has a fresh face aesthetic, so I got my lips blush and fake freckles tattooed on myself. I am committed. I also borrowed Ranveer Singh's eccentric style and made myself some custom grills and got colorful nail extensions. The only thing that we didn't prepare for was accessories because we were going to actually finalize our sari selections in Mumbai itself. We wanted to make sure we're getting everything from Indian designers, which meant we were going to go find some jhumkas in Mumbai. I actually got these in Mumbai, so I want to wear them. We made our way to an area called Kala Ghoda in Mumbai to shop and eat. But we actually met two of you besties. I know y'all are watching. Thank you so much for helping us haggle. You guys are fucking awesome. Literally love you. Next time I'm in Mumbai, we're hanging out. To understand this industry, we need to know what it's built on. So step number 2 is recon for Sara the Spy. This was actually my first time in Mumbai ever. I know that's insane because I've grown up and lived in Pune, which is actually really not that far away from Mumbai. But I would basically come to Mumbai for the airport, we'd drive through it and get home. So this was a big deal for me. And guys, Mumbai and my hometown Pune have a very, very, very different energy. The one thing I love about it is that it does not hide its flaws. It's like really beautiful and ugly at the same time. Let me explain. I just couldn't wrap my mind around the fact that a city could have such a different existence on one piece of land. Literally seeing the Ambani $2 billion residential home, watching people drive in luxury cars and wearing the best clothes money can buy at the same time as being surrounded by people literally surviving on the streets was insane. But somehow everyone's like living in harmony. It kind of low-key actually made me understand how sheltered I've been growing up in Pune and in London, because you just don't see this insane juxtaposition. You can have the heights of fame in a place where people are like surviving the day. The cinema industry actually arrived in Mumbai in the early 19th century, and it specifically arrived in Mumbai because it already had a theatre culture, it was a financial district, and it was also really accessible because of the port. This new industry was quickly absorbed by Mumbai and solidified itself as a staple in the culture, and Indian cinema became a national unifier. Especially after our independence from the British Empire, Indian cinema helped us find ourselves as a nation. So it was just more than entertainment, like it became our national identity. And if our investigation is about finding out if Bollywood stands the test of time, we need to find out more about the film families that this entire industry is built on. But before I give you the tea, I'm gonna give you a little present, because if your attention span has made it this far, you deserve it. As you know, the second part of our investigation is all about what it takes to be in Bollywood, and our first test was coming up. Before Avni and I got ready for the premiere, we actually did a dance class with people who choreographed the dance for the Bands of Bollywood series. This experience was a humiliation ritual and a core memory at the same time. I was just picturing Avni do these dance moves and performing, and I was already dying. I was atrocious. I do not have what it takes to be in Bollywood unless they would send me to a dance academy for a decade. Seeing Avni do this one gallop move had me in tears, you guys. Like, oh my god. I genuinely could not stop laughing. The mental image of this clean girl Avni do this one gallop move had me rolling on the floor, which then obviously led us to having an argument because I couldn't stop laughing. Sara, you're embarrassing me in front of all of these people. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, because I couldn't stop. Okay, now that we've had a little commercial break, let me give you the tea. Bollywood has been shaped by a small number of interconnected film families. These are film dynasties that pass down access, power, and cultural capital across generations. The first film family that we're going to talk about is the Kapoor family, which is the first and oldest. I would actually argue that they're probably the most influential because they have shaped the entire industry for almost a century. They didn't just solidify like stardom, they literally defined what the industry is going to feel like. I would say the good thing has been the fact that they actually made it a profession, like they made it real. People actually started taking Indian cinema seriously. Unfortunately, they also made the concept of film families. The rest of the film families are obviously more modern. There are the big four: the Chopra family, the Johar family, the Bhatt family, and the Akhtar family. We also had the Khan era. I'm talking Salman, Shah Rukh, and Amir Khan. What's really fascinating about this is that people would just group them together, even though they weren't like a blood dynasty. They just shared a last name. And that's because people were just so used to the fact that you have film families in this industry. What's really interesting about the Khan era is that you had three types of different actors with three types of different access to the industry. So number one, we have Salman Khan, who is definitely industry connected. He is the son of Salim Khan, who is one of Bollywood's most powerful writers. He had access and like early opportunities and introductions, whatever. Then you had Amir Khan, who was the son of a producer. And then you had one of the first people to actually break through this whole film family thing, the guy that we were just talking about earlier, the king himself, Shah Rukh Khan, who is not a nepo baby, which also makes the fact that his son made a Netflix series about nepotism and the price of fame really fascinating and interesting. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is such an interesting experience. So public opinion about nepotism has changed massively over time. Initially, it was just kind of quietly accepted, and now over time, especially today in the big 2025, people do not fuck with nepotism. They call the nepo kids like star kids. They are actually under a lot of heavy scrutiny, and they have to genuinely be talented now to enter the industry because there is a massive amount of fatigue. In a way, this gives us our first clue about the fact that Bollywood can only really stand the test of time if they evolve. The turning point was genuinely the rise of social media. They started seeing like new influencers come up, and people were like, oh, they're also cool. Why can't they be involved in this? They would see these influencers actively getting turned down from the industry. Then people would be like, oh, this is literally so unfair. Because there was a massive amount of mystique and a lack of access from the public to this industry, you actually had people who would create their own fame, Shah Rukh Khan themselves essentially, and then get denied access, which would technically legitimize them. We actually ended up speaking to a lot of people in Mumbai who said it isn't even about the access really, it's more about the entitlement. A lot of these kids are super entitled who come from these privileged families. So I was like, this is interesting. When I go to this premiere, I'm gonna meet all of these kids. So let's find out. It is finally premiere day, which means it is time to actually test our hypothesis. I don't think I would be stressed out on my wedding day after having an experience like this. Like, I've gone to premieres in London before, but nothing compared to what this is. And guys, I'm like also really not someone that gets starstruck easily, but I was fucking nervous for today. But more than that, it also felt really real. Let me explain what I mean. The mystique around these premieres, red carpets, and cinemas really is not the same in Hollywood anymore, but I could feel how real it was in Mumbai. Like, the days leading up to the premiere, the city was filled with big billboards about the show, and every single person I spoke to was talking about the premiere, and I was like, y'all are talking about the premiere? Like, not even the release. Y'all are talking about the premiere. Like, that's a thing here. What was also like really weird is that there was actually a guy who kept trying to talk to us. Where is the premiere happening? Where is the premiere happening? People were actively trying to get this information out of us. This is so crazy. Like, no one gives a fuck in the UK. Maybe it's like a UK thing and not a US thing. Like, if y'all are from the US, tell me, like, do you look forward to premieres? The day actually starts off with us getting our hair styled by ladies who have done that for all of Bollywood. As we got ready for the premiere, we were actually being filmed the entire time, which was like kind of stressing me out. After we got ready, we were actually ushered into a studio where we did like a photo shoot of our outfits before the red carpet, which I thought was pretty insane. Like, they had set up a whole like studio room for photo shoots. It felt like I was literally going to the Met Gala, but what I didn't realize at the time is that because this is Shah Rukh Khan's son's first step into the industry, all film families were gonna be there. So it was low-key like the Met Gala. I just had no clue. Also, Shah Rukh Khan doesn't do premieres, so like the fact that he was going to this was a big deal. The premiere was held at a building called the NMACC, which is another Ambani building. It's actually a center which promotes the Indian arts, so it seemed pretty fitting. Also, it has the world's largest elevator, which I thought was pretty cool. It's literally like this bedroom going up a couple of floors. As you enter, you do your first photo op. And like glam bots, I never know how to pose for glam bots. It really stressed me out. Then we head towards our first interview, where they did actually ask us about Barbiegate, which like threw me off. I'm so used to like us chatting on my phone and people referring to that, but I was like, oh my god, this is in real life. This is kind of crazy. She was like, y'all redeemed yourself. You look good. You should have just seen Avni's smile. She was so gassed. The next step was walking the carpet, which was fucking scary because that was genuinely the most amount of paparazzis I'd ever seen. I also found out that paparazzis here demand to get fed and they demand to like know exactly the times where people are showing up. Like, I don't think I've heard of that in the UK or US. We walk on the carpet. I'm stressing out. They knew my name. They were yelling. I felt important. It was weird. I shouldn't feel important like that. I can imagine this going to people's heads. I was walking down there being like, yes, it's me. Like, what the fuck? I should not be feeling like that. And that's when I realized this is probably what the star kids are used to. They're used to this feeling. You feel entitled to it. Obviously, this was the first time this was really happening for me. So I was like, whoa. So then I walked into the main room with Avni, which was kind of empty for now. So all of us just like filmed a bunch of TikToks. We found 2 seats and Avni and I started watching all of the celebrities come in. We watched this main room slowly fill up over the course of 2 hours. All the film families came through. It was really weird because they would actually come through like family. Everyone's hanging out in the cul-de-sac in the neighborhood kind of vibe. Another thing, like no one was wearing saris. Me and Avni started genuinely freaking out. We were like, oh my god, we're social pariahs. But then Madhuri Dixit came in with a sari and we were like, okay. And I'm not even joking, we literally saw every single person apart from maybe Deepika and Ranveer Singh, which I was kind of sad about because they're my faves. But what was really strange is that Shah Rukh Khan was the last to come in and he is like a celebrity amongst celebrities. All these famous families acted like they were outside of his house on his birthday and literally swarmed him. Like a group of 100 very famous people in India with millions of fans surrounded this one dude. You had the Ambanis and Karan Johar and Shah Rukh Khan kind of shaking hands and talking in the audience. This is a family function, y'all. Premieres that I go to in the UK are like very much suit and tie. Everyone sits down and shuts the fuck up and watches the movie. Here, everyone's getting up, sharing food. Oh, how are the kids? Like, what? So I would say that we infiltrated Bollywood kind of well. I did feel a little out of place there. The weirdest thing about the whole premiere experience is that you can genuinely say that everyone is kind of related. You'll see the main actor and then you see like a bunch of people that look pretty similar to him and you're like, oh, they must be like his cousins. They're all somehow interconnected. It was bizarre. Me and Avni were there with Netflix. Just being in that room, we were very separate. I can't really talk to anybody. Not that I really wanted to, but for research purposes, you know. And also the next day, I had to go do an interview. The interview process, I would say, was a really important part of understanding what these celebrities are really like. Not that you would be 100% authentically yourself in an interview, but it gives us a really good glimpse into what the aftermath of a premiere like that can be. And I don't know how I felt about the interview, you guys. I'm just gonna show it to you and I'm gonna let you make your own opinion about it. Beautiful. beautiful. I love that necklace. Hi guys. Who is most likely to forget their lines?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Paddles up. What's our reasoning, y'all?
शंख पुष्प भी खाना भूल गए थे बचपन में. पता नहीं समझ आएगा लोगों को आएगा नहीं.
Don't forget, she just gets. I think make her very conscious.
Yeah.
When she says her line.
You know when someone's like, oh my god, you're going to fall, you're going to fall, you're going to... Then you fall.
Who is most likely to laugh during a serious take?
5, 4, 3, 2...
Paddles up.
But why is that name
We
up?
all laugh.
अगर बोला उसने मैं हंसता हूँ.
No, not during a
मैं
serious...
हंसाता हूँ.
हंसाते हो.
We all
Correct.
laugh.
Correct.
Okay, so everyone laughs. Okay, so then we can all have our paddles up then. Okay. Who is most likely to break character first?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like between a scene.
Of course, no.
तो क्या? घर सोते
When you act,
रात को सोते सोते ब्रेक कैरेक्टर हो जाएगा. What's my name ना? Play a game. My name Raghav. Because sometimes it's not possible to be in the character all the time.
Who is most likely to get caught napping between shots?
ये तो खड़े खड़े सो जाती है. सहर is a घोड़ी.
मैं कभी हो जाती हूँ.
She can stand and she can sleep.
Where do you all nap?
Whatever we get, if we
Wherever.
get this, we can nap. It's on the
your
this
head down on the
light
table
nap.
and nap.
Work ethics you have in UK, we don't have that.
Okay,
so,
okay.
26 घंटे
But you know what?
working.
That's all right. Cool. Getting some tea. Who is most likely to show up late to set?
I don't think no one is.
We were very punctual.
Very
Okay.
professional.
You can't even lie. Like,
Wow, professional work ethic. 36
Yeah,
hours.
There are many people who are ready to work in a professional space.
Yeah.
क्या बोलते हैं?
मत बोल.
Who is most likely to need the most takes to nail a scene?
We all.
Aryan. He's a taker. We are givers.
Acha, okay. Wow.
That was
Okay.
not on that.
Who is most likely to become best friends with the crew?
Yeah, that's.
We are
और crew के साथ तो
You can't say all of them.
it was a very community set. So
That's
like a lot
nice.
of what was happening, all of us were
We
doing
used to
it.
be together, eat together.
बस वो
Yes,
शहर
no, like
दूसरी
nap
शहर
together,
दूसरी
nap
फैमिली से
together.
थी तो
Who is most likely to raid the snack table first?
बाबा जी
बाबा जी मनोज जी.
नहीं यार वो ऐसे मत करो यार वो है नहीं तो
Arey, but we don't have paddles for them,
also,
no.
चलो. ले लो.
चलो दे ही दो उसको.
उठाना आने का वो ये
Yeah,
किस
come
लिए
on,
रखा है
play the game.
मक्खियाँ भगाने के लिए रखा है ये.
Who is most likely to break something on set by accident?
Like clumsy.
You're clumsy, no?
I'm clumsy.
आने
I am
आने
clumsy.
आने
Oh, okay.
She's a clumsy girl.
This is my last question, so let's make this a good one. Amni, do you want to help me choose?
I like how both of you went.
Yeah.
No question over there. You guys just
This
thinking
one.
what to say next.
Yeah, there's nothing actually on this. Who is most likely to forget that their mic is still on?
Forget.
Acha, then hold up your paddle. Say thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And please check out the show. They did an awesome job.
And all my fans from the UK, Uttarakhand, watch the show.
So now that I've given you the facts, gone inside, infiltrated, blended in, and interviewed, do we think Bollywood is going to stand the test of time? And I think we should come to a conclusion together. My personal thoughts are it is going to have to evolve, especially because everyone is feeling a bit of fatigue about the star kids. But I do think it's evolving. Instagram is a massive deal in India. You do see a lot of amazing influencers out there, and I do think that the scene is changing. But do I think it's going to be dead? No. And that's because of what I said before. It has given us a national identity. I don't know how much Hollywood gave the West its national identity. Maybe it did. The West already had its identity. Ours was taken away from us. So I feel like that's where Bollywood came in. So no, I don't think it's going to disappear. Do I think the hype around celebrities is going to go down? No, because I think it is a crucial part of the system. But I do think that this film families concept might disintegrate over the next century. Not immediately though. The Kapoors just came out with a new Netflix series. But let me know what you think. And as usual, if you made it to the end of the video, I'm gonna give you a forehead kissy because I love you and thank you for hanging out with me. So kumaya. We did it.
We did it. We did it. Hey. You think you're gonna go into Bollywood?